My name is Jabe Young. I live in this house right here. Most people call me Jabe. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my father, the elder John Young. He was born right here in Sunapee, 1816. Son of Lieutenant John Young, rest their souls. About when my dad was about 25, he met my mother, Sarah Thompson. Bless her. She had 11 children. I was the oldest. So as you can imagine, I had a few extra chores to do, helping around the house with all the siblings. Father worked hard all his life. He learned carpentry when he was young, and he helped Uncle Moses build carriages. Well, then about the time I was born, he'd gotten the call to God's service to preach to the gathered or all around the area. He would travel by foot to Springfield, Danbury, Otterville, down to Goshen. The roads weren't very good in those days, so he was gone a better part of the day. And then he also had to do some carpentry and what have you. So times were tough for a lay preacher to make a living. So in the 1860s, right after the Great Rebellion, he opened a leather tannery shop right down here on the Sugar River. You can't see it anymore, all the trees have grown up. In fact, it was right next to Granddad's wooden peg shop as well. Well, he supplied a lot of leather to George Bartlett, his Hames shop. I don't know if you know George. He lives in the big house down the street. He supplied leather to other places in the area as well. About the 1870s, I joined the business, and we figured with the house and the shop, it's worth around $5,000. With the machinery and other possessions, it was close to $8,000. Pretty good in those days. Well, Father, I remember a time with Father. My sister Anna died. Anna was Doc Fisher's first wife, lived down the way here. He stood so strong and gave such a heartfelt eulogy. All the townspeople were so taken back with how strong Father had to be. Then there was Sam Bailey. Sam was a stone cutter. He was the oldest citizen at the time, lived to be almost 100. Service was at Mervyn, his grandson's house. Again, the house was full of townfolk paying their respect. Father said that old Sam was a great man, full of persistent energy, just a good old man. Well, there was Nathaniel Gardner and Thursa George. He married them in 1851. 50 years later, he married them again. 2 years after that, put poor Nathaniel in the ground down here in the Lower Village Cemetery. I believe the last service that Father presided over was for Joe Goss. Joe was Louis Goss, the undertaker's son. He was here visiting from Boston, suddenly got ill and died. No one knew quite what happened. It wasn't much longer after that Father met his maker. And Reverend Dorr from the Methodist Church down here and down the hill presided over the service right here and told how Father had touched many lives and many people for generations in the area. He'd be sorely missed. The Masons did a graveside service that was very beautiful. Gave him a great send-off. They figured that Father had done close to 900 funerals by the time he was 80 years old. And by the time he died in 1905, he'd done close to 1,000 funerals, more than anyone in the county. Quite a few. He was going to be sorely missed. Well, I'd like to thank everyone for listening to me tell about my father, but that leather tannery doesn't run by itself, so I got to get back to work. Thank you. Have a nice day, everyone.
Thank you.